Hey y'all, today we are going to be talking about what kind of seedlings and different varieties of vegetables and flowers I'm going to be growing in 2023's garden and where they come from in the world. So I had this really cool idea to do what I am calling a foreign garden. That means it is coming from foreign places in the entire world. Most of them are from different countries. I do have one from Ohio, New York, and California. A few plants that are from there. But technically it is foreign because we live in Alabama, so all those states are at least foreign to us because, you know, we've never visited. My dad's been in New York, I think, before. But other than that, I've never been anywhere out of the state of Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and I think that's all and Arkansas, but I think that's all the places that I've went in my life. Anyway, we are going to, and most of those states we were traveling through. But anyway, we're going to be just going through and seeing the list of what all I'm going to be planting, or at least some of them, going through my seed box, and we're just going to have us a nice time planning out 2023's garden. So I have my seed box here and then a piece of paper, so then I can see where they come from because it's a lot to remember. But first I planted some calendula, some orange king calendula. I will be taking pictures of all these and showing y'all. And then I'm going to plant some bachelor's button. This is called Black Boy Bachelor's Button. It's really beautiful. So I really like that. And then cockcomb. I've never planted these before. Yeah, but it's called coxcomb. And yeah, I'm just really excited to plant these because they're really beautiful. Rudbeckia, I am going to be planting this, but I'm going to wait until springtime because it says to wait until springtime on the back of it. Vinasage tomatoes. Now, Vinasage tomatoes is our first on the list because it's actually my favorite type of tomato. They come from Ukraine, which I think Ukraine is technically a part of Europe. Well, maybe. I don't know. So the first one is Vinasage tomatoes, which are my favorite. I'm growing, I think, 2 plants of Vinasage tomatoes. They're kind of about that big. They're not a big tomato, but they're not a cherry tomato. They're kind of just a medium-sized tomato. But they come from Ukraine, so that's really cool. And let's see. I'm not going to be showing you everything I have in my seed box because some of it is for fall. Like I have lettuce and broccoli and stuff, but just the main things. Cucumbers, dragon's egg cucumbers. I am going to be planting a lot of these because I heard it's really good. But they come from Croatia. So I am really excited to plant some of them. And I've never tried it before. Asters, let's see. They come from Europe and Asia. I think they are native to Europe, Asia, and I think North America too. So I'm planting some asters. And I'm planting this kind and then one other type, but I don't know where that one is. I don't know. I might have used all the seeds in that one. I can't remember. Another bachelor's button. I'm not sure where them come from because I forgot to look that up. But I'll let y'all know on the screen or whatever where they come from. Hale's Best melon. I am planting some of that, and I believe that comes from a guy that bred them. I think they call it breeding in plants or something. But yeah, they come from California. The guy bred them and made up the variety in California. Cauliflower. That's kind of a hard word. Cauliflower, and that I believe comes from, I think, India, or no, Peru. So this black corn comes from Peru. Very excited to grow that this year. A Dad's Sunset Tomato. This is a really beautiful variety, and I'm very excited to grow this. I have not ever planted them before, so I am very excited to grow those. And my mom's never grown them either, I don't think. But those come from Ohio, in the United States. Pumpkins. Let's see. I actually don't know why, but I did not look up where my pumpkins growed or come from. But I will put it on the screen if I can find it. Some varieties I can't find it. But I will put, if I can find it, on the screen. But this is the pumpkin that's supposed to grow really big. They can find 20 plus feet. That's how big they can get. They require about 3 to 3.5 months of growth prior to harvest. So I guess that's how long it takes for plants to get big. But these pumpkins are supposedly the largest variety you can grow. They get like 1,000 pounds, like 500 to 1,000 pounds. And I'm planting 2 plants. Now my plan for this is since I'm planting 2 plants, hopefully they'll live, squash bugs don't get them. I'm going to do everything in my power to get the squash bugs not to. But I am going to so I have 1 plant and then another plant. So I'm going to take 1 plant and I'm going to let a couple, or maybe 3 or 4, as many as can grow on the vine. Those will be smaller. But if you take the fruit and you cut all the fruit off and just leave 1, then the plant can put all its nutrients into that 1 pumpkin and get it really big. So for 1, I'm going to let it grow as many pumpkins as it can. So then, of course, we'll have some extra pumpkins for things like pie or whatever. And we can just store them in maybe my closet or, I don't know, somewhere cold. But, yeah, because my closet in the wintertime is pretty cold because there's not a air or heat vent in there, so it does get pretty cold, so I might keep it in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it after that. I don't know. I'm not going to sell it because I don't think anybody wants a 1,000-pound pumpkin. We don't have it. I don't think there's any pumpkin contest around here or anything, because I think that was, I don't think people do that anymore. But I might post them on Facebook or something. I don't know, just to show everyone, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what I do with it. And of course it will be on YouTube too. So y'all will of course get to see a lot of it. Hopefully it will get about 1,000 pounds. So okra, bowling red okra. I am growing this. It's a really pretty variety. It took me, I still cannot get the green okra stumps out of my garden. It's a tree stump. I'm telling you, that is a literal tree stump in my garden. I cannot get it out. So, I'm telling you, it's just like a tree stump. You kick it, it don't even move. It's a tree stump. My dad couldn't even get it up. So it's definitely a tree stump. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But, I might have to get like the tractor or something and take a strap. I'm going over to my sister outside. And then I might have to take it under the ground and then take a strap and put it under the ground, under its root. And then tie it to the tractor and lift the bucket up and might lift it up. But it'd probably take me the entire piece of ground cover with it. I don't know, but I'm going to get it up somehow. So, green okra, I'm not planting that, but I am definitely going to plant red okra because our entire family likes red okra. Well, except my brother, he doesn't like any vegetable. Not much of any vegetable. But most of our family does. And these were made in Virginia, or it was grown by the Bowling family of Virginia. So I'm pretty sure these come from Virginia. What do we have next? German chamomile. These come from Germany. This particular variety comes from Germany. Lemon cucumber. They come from India. So I really love the lemon cucumbers. They taste really good. They're easy to peel and all that. They do not taste like a lemon, let me tell you right now. Probably number one thing. They do not taste like a lemon at all. They just taste like a regular cucumber to me. And my entire family agrees with me on that. So it just tastes like a regular cucumber. But they are kind of small, probably about the size of a tennis ball. But they are really, really good. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to plant those. Loofah gourds. I'm going to be planting loofah gourds. They come from India, the loofah gourds. African daisy. They come from Africa. This particular, well, I think all African daisies come from Africa. But this is called a blue disc, and it is gorgeous. I really love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Orangel. I really don't know how to pronounce this. Watermelon is really, really cool. I really love it, and it comes from Japan, I believe. So yeah, I'm going to be planting that, and I'm really excited to, because it's an orange watermelon. As I said, that comes from Japan. I think that's it for this seed box. That's pretty much what I'm planting this year. It's a Zulu pepper. It's a really cool black pepper. I'll put pictures. A really beautiful black pepper, so I'm super excited to plant that. I believe it might be a little bit spicy, mild spicy, I think it said, but I think it's pretty sweet other than that. It is made in Poland. Now, another one is the King Tut pea, which was found in 1922, I believe, in King Tut's tomb. And they named it the King Tut pea, which is actually a pretty good name for it. And it comes from, or it was found in Egypt. Feverfew. I am growing some feverfew this year. I've heard really good things about it, and really I just like the flowers. That's pretty much the reason I'm growing it, is because I love the flowers. And that comes from Europe. I think we got all of them. And that's pretty much what we're doing. Now, of course, I will do the things for y'all, find out where the places come, or the pumpkin comes from. But, yeah. But my pumpkin last year, if y'all are new, then, because if y'all are new, then y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about in some of this. Last year, I grew a pumpkin, and it was about 2 pounds, I think. I got one that was 2 pounds and one that was probably about 1 pound. So not a very heavy pumpkin, but let me tell you what was really good. We got to eat the pumpkin at Thanksgiving. The pumpkin that I grew, I made a pumpkin pie out of it by myself, and then I baked it by myself, and I'm very, very happy that I actually got to do that, and we had it at Thanksgiving. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'd love to know what y'all's garden plans are, and I'd love to know some of the cool varieties that y'all are growing in your garden, some that are particularly your favorite. Let me know in the comments below. I'd absolutely love to hear about it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all on the next adventure.